this is Jackie, and I'm here with DJ Logic on day 3 of Bonnaroo. Are you keeping cool so far?
I'm keeping cool, trying to keep as cool as it could be.
It's not that easy today. It's supposed to be almost 100, but thankfully there's a nice little breeze blowing that's helping a little bit. How do you keep a crowd energized or get them energized when the weather is so hot?
Just try to find the right, the right tracks, the right grooves to, get everybody, just filling it up and, just kind of blowing each other by, some wind.
Speaking of the right grooves, how do you mesh jazz and hip hop to create your sound?
Just kind of finding the right different grooves that, that fits, to the stuff that I like, and it could be like some Herbie Hancock mixed with some Tribe Called Quest, and so yeah.
So how has your sound evolved through your experiences?
My sound it's always evolving, and I always like to keep it fresh. I just like to just pull out little things here and there to that I think would be really cool to throw at the crowd.
What is your approach to music? How is a song born? Is it from a beat, from a track? How do you get started?
It's different ways. I was to say first a beat, and then maybe just like a melody or something, and it's always a moment, you feeling it, and I could just be humming something in my head or just beatboxing or something. That's how some of my ideas come.
How do you go about creating your set for Bonnaroo? Do you have it sort of mapped out in your head? Do you have kind of a sketch? Do you do it all improv? What do you do?
I try to map out a little stuff, and then from the first few songs in, then I'll just kind of improvise, some different things that I might think would be cool to add or switch it up, But usually I just have like a few tracks that there'll probably be. I'll start it off with some of my music or some of the remixes I've worked on, and then I'll go somewhere else with it.
You've done lots of remixes and lots of collaboration. How is collaboration essential to what you do?
It's very essential. I love collaborating with musicians, and it's a lot of fun. It's like a whole different feel and different vibe than DJing, because you're interacting with other musicians and they're looking at you like a musician. So I just try to find the right elements and textures to just kind of create my own little thing.
Who are some musicians that you've collaborated with recently?
So I've collaborated with Christian McBride. I collaborated with the Miles Electric Band, Vernon Reed, Medeski Martin Wood. Who else? Guys from Lettuce, Krasno and Adam Deitch. Who else? The list goes on.
That's a lot. It's already a long list, but it definitely goes on. How did you get your start in the music industry? When did you decide that this was going to be your career?
When I was a young kid, it's just like I just felt, I just loved music. Growing up listening to hip hop, and I was just like, once I got my first pair of turntables, I didn't look back. I just wanted to learn how to become a good DJ, mixer, and then one thing led to the next. I wanted to learn how to produce. So I just wanted to learn how to create music, and it hasn't stopped. So it's been good.
And you're involved in other genres of music, is that correct? How are you involved in the rock scene?
Well, I've worked with a lot of great rock musicians, and one of them is Vernon Reed from Living Color, and I've done another project with an alternative rock band called I&I, and just something, I wanted to do something different and cool, like growing up looking at Run DMC with Aerosmith and the Beastie Boys, all these guys are doing, some great rock stuff, collaboration. So, I felt like, if they could do something cool and different and have fun, why not? So that's how I looked at it. I just kind of went on and been enjoying myself playing with some great rockers. Warren Haynes is one, Widespread Panic. It's been awesome.
Why do you think there's less of an emphasis on many artists releasing albums? They're more apt to release a single. Why do you think in 2016 that there's more of a focus on singles versus albums?
Because I think, everybody's attention span, Everybody wants to hear stuff. You have to keep feeding them, They always want, fresh stuff, So, so a lot of people don't have time to sit there and listen to a whole track. Unless unless the album is done very well to keep their attention, and there's a few albums out like that so far that I've been enjoying, but it's just you have short attention span, for the the youngins coming up, so you just gotta keep it entertaining and mind absorbing.
Entertaining is key. What are some other festivals that you're going to be taking over this summer?
Well, I'll be at Black Sea Jazz. That's in Europe. What else? I did Jazz Fest. It's gonna be cool. Some cool stuff coming up. So I'm just looking forward to a good summer and looking forward to creating some more new music and. Yeah, that's it.
Very nice. Stay tuned for much more from DJ Logic. This is Jackie. Thanks to In the Key of Change and Chorus.fm.